Everyone, we're in Milwaukee. The home of the Bucks, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's a one-game reprieve at home for the Bucks. Here with their Milwaukee fans, and then back on the road.
And they basically owned this team all season long, winning 3 straight, a chance to sweep here in the season series tonight.
And featuring 2 of the best bigs in the league, Brent, how impactful is the center position now compared to the way it used to be?
Well, one of the things that I think people are still dealing with is just how divergently different the center position has become in the game. And to think that these guys, in what they're asked to do, has just as much importance of the Patrick Ewings, the Hakeem Olajuwons, the low post, big-time scorers back to the basket. The modern-day center, Kevin, isn't doing that. It's a roll to the basket, rim protection game, and there are some elite ones doing it now.
Wired a little bit differently than guys of the past.
They have to be. On top of that, some of the teams are even asking those players, obviously, to step out and shoot the three-point shot. So modern-day game, modern-day play. Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Now here's Bledsoe. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Baines. No good that time. Nice D from Duncan. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Rubio. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game. And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
To the wing on the left. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Heat shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
I feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Harris outside. Got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. It's Jokic top of the key. Bledsoe looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Ricky Rubio picks one up. That free throw, no good. And for Jokic, just keeps getting better, Brent, but always stays very grounded in terms of his personality.
Yeah, I think his brothers had a lot to do with that. You just don't see the big ego coming out of him. In fact, you see a guy who's enjoying the game. He smiles, he's laughing with teammates, he enjoys being with this group and around this coaching staff. And he went as far as to say that he plays every game as a game of pickup basketball in his hometown. I need to travel over there and get in that game.
Bledsoe with guarded now by Rubio. Harris, right side. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
And that one's good. Duncan.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble. And I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Trailing by 2. Back to Rubio. Jokic with the steal.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Back to Harris. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Harris has got 5 now.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Rubio. Good defense by Jokic.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Oubre. And the Bucks miss again. The Heat leading by 5. Pass to Jokic. Pulls it from the elbow. And there's another one for the Heat.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just great ball movement.
Here's Nogueira. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And here are the Heat now. Back to Jokic. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Jokic. Here's Harris. Covered by Duncan. 5 to shoot. Left side Harris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
But they'll get another chance. Drills the three-pointer. Oubre's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, Brent, the Heat with an experienced front office and one of the best young coaches in the league in Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo has done a remarkable job. Tremendous amount of respect around the league for the way that Eric Spoelstra goes about his business, the way he handled the title runs and all those personalities and those dynamics. He has been fantastic and will coach in Miami for as long as he wants to. The way he goes about it is pride, work, and respect for anybody that walks through those locker room doors.
Sinks the triple. The Heat with the lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You like the aggressiveness of Winslow, taking it straight at the D and getting whacked.
The Heat have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Pass to Duncan. No good on the last second attempt there. A nice first quarter of play. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game. That's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench. That's been the difference here so far.
Well, a good coach always optimizes his rotation. And in the first quarter, he did a great job of that.
Now, here is Smith. Duncan right side. Smith drawing the double team. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From deep. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Smith's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Milwaukee. The drive by Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Big man powering to the rack. Doesn't happen much in the league anymore, but Jokic is showing us why it's still effective.
Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
and
to coach
that
a team.
Kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in the front office around the league, sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job,
right? Because
management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. There's Winslow following the bucket by the Bucks. Back to Jokic. Poked away. To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Hutchison. Knocks down the three ball. Hutchinson's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. Score.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it. You know, based on the response of the fans, I'd have to say they disagree with the officials on that one.
Offensive rebound. Here's Duncan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Baines. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Duncan gets the 14-footer to fall. Duncan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. That's 10 points for John A much better quarter for them shooting the ball. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown." That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game. He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete. And he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. That'll be a 5-second call.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
.131 left to play here in the half. Now here's Duncan. 12 points for him. And the layup's good off the glass. Duncan's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The shot by Birch, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Hutchison's shot is off. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Miami. 9-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, nice. Jokic just stepped up, had some poise there. The shot was under pressure, but I don't think he felt it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That's his first foul. And so it's Milwaukee now. Duncan outside. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Brokoff. And the Heat, another 3. Here's Smith. Here's Hutchison. John Wall getting it done for the Milwaukee Bucks. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Heat trailed by 5. Up top, Bledsoe. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Jokic. Here's Birch. Goes back up. Nogueira pulls it in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Harris with it. Covered by Duncan. Back to Jokic. Nogueira with the steal. On defense, Miami trailing by 5. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rubio with it. 6 points for him. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Pippen. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Cornette. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Oubre, good.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Bledsoe loving to take on this challenge here, not fearing getting hit on the way up.
Stolen by Bledsoe. The finish. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
Pass to Cornette. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Cornette's got 5 points so far.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Hands it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Brent, we're seeing shorter training camps. I don't know if it adds to injuries or takes away from injuries with fresher bodies. What do you think about that whole philosophy?
I believe that the shorter training camp did lead itself and lend itself to more injuries last year. And one of the things that I'm concerned with, Kevin, just on a physiological level for players is that what they are doing to prepare themselves for the season as an individual player, working on your weaknesses and doing those sort of things, is not the same as getting into training camp and preparing yourself for your stamina, your endurance, and your win. And I wonder if there will be some moves in the next couple seasons about trying to get off the individual training and get back to more of the endurance stamina training so that these little injuries are just not part of a season in the future.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Miami. Pass to Jokic. And stolen by Biyombo. Goes up. Smith! And the dunk by Smith.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Hutchison. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now Winslow. He has 5. Pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Jokic. And it's good. 2 points. Jokic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, the versatility of this young stud, Jokic, is just ridiculous. Shoots threes, posts up, put the ball on the floor. Did I mention passing?
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
That's a 2 from Smith. He gets it in there. Smith's got 11 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Jokic.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
The Heat trail by 7. At the elbow, it's Winslow. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Has to be Biombo. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And now a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
That's how you set up your teammates, done with a little bit of flair.
Here's Baines. It's deflected. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offense. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Smith. He can't get that one to fall. Good defense by Jokic. The Heat trailed by 7. And here's Winslow. Good ball movement here by Miami. Releases. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
And for a big man, Jokic is more than just a good free throw shooter. He is fantastic.
Here's Hutchison. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the charts.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Count it. Jokic has got 19 points.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
They get a hand on it. A solo fast break.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
Here's Birch. Pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Adebayo. The baseline jumper goes down. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's Green missing. It's stolen by Green. And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 21 points for Jokic.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Down low. Pass to Biyombo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Here's Birch. That one goes. Count it.
Like the quick pass from Winslow. Love to see that kind of unselfish play.
And it's Smith missing.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Jokic, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
They get it back. Back to Biyombo. Tries again. 4 on the clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system. Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Bowen. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Well, Iguodala setting up, getting that good, strong base. He becomes a much better shooter when he does that.
Now, Jokic. Here's Cornette. A second chance effort. Jokic. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Now, Rubio. Back to Oubre. Kept alive. Duncan. 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bucks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins. Really asserting their dominance.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Duncan.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And stolen by Harris. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now, here's Rubio. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.